Today I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 2, Episode 4. So, are your friends required to hold your hand and pamper you through a divorce? Let's talk about it. Friendship and divorce. It's a pretty good question. Are your friends obligated to hold your hand, baby you, pamper you through your whole divorce? Because divorces could be ugly and they could be long. But my answer to that is, if you want to be my damn friend, you better be consoling, pampering, and there on the drop of a dime. Now, look, all of my friends have friend contracts. And in all of these contracts, I have a certain clause that says I could break the contract at any time for any damn reason. And you being an asshole during my divorce, that's cause for breach of contract. So, Charisse gave her 16-year-old daughter a birthday party named Skylar. I love that name, by the way. And finally, the mysterious Eddie made a appearance. And this appearance was so awkward. It was like hard to watch. They were on opposite sides of the room. They didn't even say hello or even act like they shared a child. It was awkward. It was apparent that Charisse was feeling a slew of emotions. You know, she was nervous. It was just a hot ass mess, let alone to be filmed on television. But the only cast member there to support her was Ashley. And Ashley was being a straight up asshole. I mean, damn, girl, please, no sympathy whatsoever. She was like, Eddie's finally here. Well, let me go over and meet him. You know, what should I say to him? Girl, how you gonna handle this? Like, no sympathy. She could see Charisse was feeling more and more awkward. She kept insisting that Charisse take her over to the table. And, you know, Ashley showed more compassion by no one eating damn kangaroo at her damn whack-ass restaurant. I mean, Ashley was going, like, last year, I blame a lot of Ashley's flaws on her being young. But you know, I'm getting ready to tear up that contract. You are old enough to realize when you're being a dick. And child, you were being a dick. It was insane. The worse Ashley got, the more Charisse got uncomfortable. It was brutal. I mean, please, if it was me, I'd have ripped up my damn friend contract, because that was not being a friend. But at least Charisse had someone to talk to, so she made an appointment with her counselor or therapist via Skype, where she just broke down. But you know, the therapist gave her good advice. He was straight up honest. He was like, this is the beginning. There is more heartache to come. Like, you can't be more honest. He said, it has to get worse before it can get better. And he basically was just straight up with her. And she seemed to be receptive. You know, some people can go into denial, but she didn't. She was in mourning, full of tears. I mean, the tears just streamed down her face. So thank God Charisse had enough money to get a good therapist, because she had to rely on those friends of hers. Child, she would have no support whatsoever. First Giselle, throwing her under the bus on national television. Then Ashley. Like, none of these friends are being friends. So at least she is aware of the fact that her dear friends are a group of assholes. So that's life sometime. Sorry, Charisse. Let's move on. Next, we have my girl, Giselle. Now, everybody knows Giselle is my favorite personality on the show. Now, she's not perfect. Matter of fact, she's damn flawed. I don't know what it is about her. This girl is a trip, but I love to love her. She's really good. So her mom came to town to visit her new boyfriend. Now, the mother already knew the new boyfriend, and the mother's down for this relationship. So it looks like things are looking up for you, Giselle, in the man category. But you said it right. You want to take things slow, and he wants to take things slow. That's the best way to do it, especially if you've been through a divorce before. Child's no need to jump into anything right away. Just stay right where you are, dating, getting to know each other, because as you already know, divorce is hell. So take it one day at a time like you're doing. And he's extremely cute, by the way. So, you know, on paper, it seems like Giselle's life is pretty good. That's on paper. Let's move to the next episode. Next, we have my girl, Robin. I love Robin. And I think she's down to earth and the most centered of the whole group. But she's not perfect. So she went to visit her family. And it seems like she's very close to her parents. Her parents set her down and basically filled her with a gallon full of truth. So her, Robin and Juan's situation is still extremely sticky, and it seems like she is still very much affected by him cheating on her. But her mom gave her the best advice. You cannot keep living in limbo, child. Either you're going to forgive him and move on, or you're going to reestablish a new relationship. But you can't be living like this. Robin is so afraid to open her heart again that she's fearful that she's going to get hurt again. Then that's no relationship. So, Robin, while I love you, at this point, I'm being a asshole reviewer. I can't show you any sympathy. It's been too long. You are terribly scared to open your heart up to him again. And that's understandable. But if that's how you're going to be, child, you got to move on. Eventually, you can't. Child, how you going to keep living like this? Like, you are paranoid. And every little thing, it's making you stress, and you're under stress, and child, you don't realize you're under stress. I'm gonna give you a couple more a couple more episodes to make a decision, but after a while, I'm gonna have to make a decision for you. So, either you're gonna piss or get out the pot, like your mama said. Child, I feel bad for you, but it's starting to be too long here. Juan ought to be ashamed of himself. Now, let's move on. Next, we have Ashley. Now, I already told you what I think about Ashley. Ashley's asshole card is about to be revoked. You are not distributing any kind of sympathy towards anybody. Like, you're not compassionate about your husband losing thousands of dollars on this dumb-ass Australian restaurant. Listen, we're American. There's some things, foreign foods we like, and then some we're not. And, camel and goddamn kangaroo, that's just not a delicious meal here. He's trying to tell you, child, why don't you listen? Listen, I think you are fun-loving and fun to have around, but then you have a whole nother pathetic side, which you just don't get it. Child, what, you want to go broke before you get rid of this damn restaurant? And if you do go broke because of it, no one's going to feel sorry for you. That was a kangaroo. Child, just the name make me mad. Like, you really think you're going to make money off a kangaroo? You tried to serve your awful, no offense, this is your awful food at Charisse's Sweet 16 party for her daughter, and nobody was having it then either. Like, it would be a miracle if she hired you again. So you are being insympathetic to her and her divorce, and you're serving whack-ass food? Child, you're walking on thin ice. Let's move on. So last but not least, we have the new girl, Monique. Monique is pretty. Monique is very privileged, and Monique's mother-in-law can't stand her, and neither can Giselle. so last week, of course, Ashley informed the new girl how Giselle feels about her. Now, Giselle thinks she's a bragger and always bragging about what she's got, and Giselle's just not feeling it. Now, is Giselle being petty? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on, Giselle. You just met her. Give her a chance. But is Giselle right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Child, every time I turn around, she's like talking about what she has. Her houses. She brought wine to the party. She had to let us know how much that cost. She's always talking about what she got it herself. But then in the same breath, she says she's down to earth. Now, I hate to say this, but I gotta speak my mind. I can kind of understand why your mother-in-law ain't feeling you. And one is you talk too much about shit you got. Listen, we're happy you can live in an affluent lifestyle. More power to you. But all of us can't do that. So we don't want to hear about what the hell you got every time we see your ass. That's the point Giselle's trying to make to you. Shut the hell up. I cannot stand a bragger. She is highly upset about Giselle thinking that she's a shallow, materialistic person. And she guarantees us that this is not the case. Well, if this is not the case, how come we know how much money you have? How come we know you're looking for a new house? How come we know how much you paid for wine? How come we know how many shoes you... Girl, shut the hell up. It's not a good look. So you said that if you're coming off the wrong way, you want to know because you're not that kind of person. Now, we done let you know. So I'm going to need you to change by the next episode because you are slowly but surely pissing me the hell off. I'll give you one more chance. But child, that's all you get. So, while Giselle is petty and could overlook the situation, child, I understand it. So my advice to the new girl, please, shut the hell up. Child. So that's what we had in episode 4. Just like a lot of series, it's early in the process. So it's kind of slowly revealing itself as the road gets rockier and rockier and rockier. Because that's the part I love about reality TV. So I'll be there next week to review everything the way that I see it. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.